The camera pans across a luxurious penthouse as a woman in her early 40s, dressed in casual designer clothes, wipes tears from her eyes. "I thought I was teaching him a lesson," she says, her voice breaking. "Instead, he taught me what wealth truly means." If you're wondering how a billionaire ended up crying over a credit card experiment with a struggling single father, stay with me until the end. This story will change how you see generosity forever. Hit that like button and subscribe to see more life-changing moments that remind us what really matters. My name is Eliza Winters, and I've spent the last decade building a tech empire worth billions. I have everything money can buy: vacation homes on 3 continents, a private jet, and more designer clothes than I could wear in a lifetime. But something was missing. Purpose. Meaning. Connection. It started with a company initiative to understand the communities where we operate. Get to know real people, my PR team suggested. I rolled my eyes but agreed. That's how I met Marcus Johnson. Marcus worked as a janitor in the building where my company leases 3 floors. Every night at 11 p.m., when most executives had gone home, he would arrive with his cleaning cart. I noticed him one evening when I was working late, how meticulously he cleaned, how he straightened the family photo on my desk with care. "That's a beautiful family," I said, startling him. "Thank you, ma'am," he replied, quickly moving to leave my office. "Wait," I called after him. "What's your name?" "Marcus. Marcus Johnson." Something about his dignified demeanor made me curious. "Do you have children, Marcus?" His face softened. "A daughter. Lily. She's 8. And your wife?" His eyes clouded. "She passed away 3 years ago. Cancer." I nodded, unsure what to say. In my world, problems were solved with money or power. Death was the great equalizer that even my billions couldn't overcome. "It must be hard," I said finally. "We manage." His pride was evident. "Lily's a straight-A student. Smart as a whip." Over the next few weeks, I found myself staying late, timing my work to coincide with Marcus's shift. Our conversations grew longer. I learned about Lily's love for science, how Marcus worked 2 jobs to keep them afloat, and how he never missed her school events despite his exhaustion. One evening, I noticed Marcus's worn-out shoes. The sole was coming loose, held together with what looked like superglue. "Why don't you buy new shoes?" I asked without thinking. His smile was patient, as if explaining something to a child. "Lily needed new glasses this month. Her prescription changed." That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about Marcus's shoes and Lily's glasses. About choices no parent should have to make. About the difference between my world and his. The next morning, I called my assistant. "Find out everything about Marcus Johnson's financial situation," I ordered. "And set up a meeting with him tomorrow evening." The report was sobering. Marcus lived in a 1-bedroom apartment in a neighborhood known for its high crime rate. He was behind on rent. His car needed repairs he couldn't afford. He had outstanding medical bills from his wife's treatment that he was paying off $50 at a time. When Marcus arrived at my office the following evening, confusion written across his face, I had a proposition ready. "I want to try an experiment," I said, sliding my black credit card across the desk. "Take this for 24 hours. Spend whatever you want. No limits." Marcus stared at the card as if it might bite him. "Why would you do that?" I wasn't entirely sure myself. "Consider it research. I want to see what someone like you would do with unlimited resources for a day." "Someone like me?" His voice held no offense, just curiosity. "Someone with real problems that money could solve." Marcus picked up the card, turning it over in his hands. "And if I took this and disappeared?" I smiled. "The card has a tracker. And besides, I don't think you would." He nodded slowly. When do the 24 hours start? Now. As Marcus left with my credit card, I felt a mixture of excitement and trepidation. What would he do? Buy a car? Book a vacation? Pay off his debts? Part of me expected, perhaps even wanted, him to go wild, to confirm my unspoken belief that people without money couldn't handle it responsibly. I had my assistant clear my schedule for the next day. I'll be following Marcus Johnson, I explained. She raised an eyebrow but said nothing. The first transaction alert came through at 7:30 a.m. Marcus had spent $43.79 at a grocery store. Hardly the shopping spree I'd anticipated. I drove to his neighborhood, parking my Bentley a block away from his apartment building. Marcus emerged at 8:15 a.m., holding Lily's hand. She wore a backpack almost as big as she was, her glasses slightly too large for her small face. They walked to a nearby school, where Marcus knelt to hug her goodbye. The tenderness of that moment made my throat tighten. After dropping Lily off, Marcus headed to an auto repair shop. My phone pinged, $1,876.45. He was getting his car fixed. I watched from across the street as he spoke with the mechanic, his posture relaxed for perhaps the first time since I'd met him. While his car was being repaired, Marcus walked to a nearby medical center. Another ping, $4,328.91. He was paying off his wife's medical bills. I followed at a distance, watching as he emerged from the building with lighter steps. By noon, Marcus had also paid his rent for the next 3 months, $3,600, and purchased new shoes for himself, $89.99. Practical expenses. Necessities. Not frivolities. The afternoon brought more surprises. Marcus visited an educational supply store, $342.67, and a children's clothing shop, $289.54. He bought Lily new clothes, books, and a telescope she had apparently been talking about for months. As the day progressed, I became increasingly intrigued. Marcus wasn't splurging on himself. Every purchase was thoughtful, either addressing a long-standing need or investing in his daughter's future. At 3:30 p.m., Marcus picked up Lily from school. Her face lit up when she saw the repaired car. They drove to a bookstore, where Marcus let Lily select several books, $124.32. Then to a small restaurant for an early dinner, $58.75. I sat a few tables away, watching them talk animatedly. Lily was showing her father something in one of her new books, her hands gesturing excitedly. Marcus listened with complete attention, as if nothing in the world mattered more than his daughter's explanation of constellations. After dinner, they drove to a different part of town. I followed, curious. They stopped at a modest house with peeling paint. An elderly woman answered the door, embracing them both. Marcus's mother, I realized. They went inside, emerging 20 minutes later. Another transaction alert, $5,000. Had he given his mother money? As evening fell, Marcus and Lily returned to their apartment. I sat in my car, reflecting on the day. Marcus had spent approximately $16,000, a fraction of what the card would allow. And every dollar had gone towards securing his and Lily's basic needs or helping family. Around 9 p.m., my phone pinged with an unexpected transaction, $10,000 to Children's Cancer Research Foundation. I stared at the notification, confused. Why would Marcus donate such a substantial sum? I couldn't resist. I called him. I saw the donation, I said when he answered. Why? There was a pause. Because 3 years ago, they gave us an extra month with Sarah. Lily got to say goodbye to her mom because of their experimental treatment. I had no response to that. I hope that's okay, Marcus continued. You said I could spend it on anything. It's more than okay, I managed to say. I just didn't expect. That I'd give it away? His voice held no judgment. Some debts can't be repaid with money, Ms. Winters. But acknowledging them matters. After we hung up, I sat in my car for a long time. The experiment had revealed something, but not what I'd anticipated. I'd expected to see the difference between how the wealthy and the poor view money. Instead, I was seeing the difference between how Marcus and I view life. The next morning, I waited outside Marcus's apartment. When he emerged with Lily, I approached them. Ms. Winters? Marcus looked surprised. I was going to return your card today. Keep it, I said impulsively. Consider it a gift. Marcus shook his head. That's very generous, but no thank you. Why not? I was genuinely puzzled. Because we're doing okay, he said simply. Yesterday was wonderful. Lily got her telescope. The car works. We're caught up on bills. That's enough. Lily tugged on her father's hand. Dad, we're going to be late. Marcus smiled down at her. You're right, sweetheart. He turned back to me. Thank you for yesterday. It meant more than you know. As they walked away, I called after them. What if I offered you a job? A real one, in my company? Marcus paused. Doing what? Community outreach. Helping us understand the neighborhoods where we operate. The position comes with full benefits, including college savings for Lily. For the first time, I saw Marcus hesitate. I'd need to think about it. Of course, I said, handing him my business card. Call me when you decide. 3 days later, Marcus accepted the position. 6 months after that, his community outreach program had become the cornerstone of my company's social responsibility initiative. 1 year later, we had expanded it to all our locations nationwide. And Lily? She flourished. With access to better schools and resources, her passion for astronomy blossomed. Marcus moved them to a safer neighborhood, though he insisted on a modest home. We don't need much, he explained. Just enough. As for me, I learned that wealth isn't measured by what you have, but by what you give, and I don't mean just money. Marcus gave his daughter time, attention, and unwavering support despite his circumstances. He gave his mother care. He gave a stranger, me, the benefit of the doubt when I handed him a credit card with ulterior motives. The camera zooms in on my face as I finish my story. That credit card experiment changed my life, I tell the viewers. I thought I was testing Marcus, but he was teaching me. About dignity. About priorities. About what it means to be truly rich. I pause, emotion welling up again. If this story touched you, please like and subscribe. And remember, the most valuable currency isn't the one in your wallet, it's how you spend your heart. The screen fades to black, leaving viewers with an image of Marcus and Lily standing beside me at the ribbon cutting of our newest community center, all of us smiling, all of us changed by a simple experiment that proved wealth is measured in more than dollars.